Hey y'all, it's Laura. Welcome back. Thanks for joining me today. I'm excited because we are going to do our first seed haul of 2026. The gardening season is officially beginning. I know it's January, it's early, but let's do this thing. Okay, last year I ordered from Swallowtail Gardens and I ordered from selectseeds.com. They are a local company to me, so I like to support them. And I will be ordering from them this year as well, and probably Swallowtail also. But for this seed haul, for the first one, I ordered from this place called OutsidePride.com. I researched them a little bit just to make sure that they weren't problematic at all, and everything looked good on that end. So, let's just jump into it. Let's just see what we got. I tried to keep my first order like only spring bloomers or something that I wanted to like grow a ton of. So here we go. It's not, I didn't go too crazy, I don't think. Okay, so the first thing that I got this year, and this is a ton of seeds, is blue fescue grass. 5,000 seeds. That might be a little much, but I want to grow a lot of it. I don't have any ornamental grasses in my garden, if you can believe it or not. They haven't appealed to me really until now. And I like the low growing one that this is. I like how this is a little bit shorter stature than some of the taller pompous grasses, things like that. And I really like the shade. And I think it will go great in the garden. And I am trying this year to grow a lot of shorter things. I have a lot of problems with like toppling over and stuff in the garden, and I'm sick of it. Like, I'm just sick of supporting stuff and having to tie things up and having to deal with them when they fall over. And so this year I got a lot of low growing plants that I'm going to grow from seed. So I'm excited. So let's move on to the next one. And that is another shorty, a little shorty. This is primrose, and this one is called common primrose purple. And the reason that I got this one is because, first of all, primrose blooms nice and early in the spring, and I really like it. It's one of the first things that they put out at garden centers and stuff. But when you go to the garden center, a lot of the time, all they have are these, they almost look cartoonish to me. They're like yellow with black centers or bright red with white. They're kind of like, almost like candy colors. I don't know. Just not really my palette. So this is a deeper purple. It's only purple. It's gonna be great. And it's a double primrose. So if you can see, it's kind of like a little bit fluffier than your typical primrose. Next up is a pansy. I try not to order too many pansies because I'm already a little bit behind on that. Normally I like to start my pansies super early, like December, and we're already like mid-January here, so I'm running a little bit behind. But I'm going to try again. They usually germinate really well for me. The problem that I usually have with pansies and violas is that they stunt a few weeks into the process. They just like stop growing and they just wait. And then once it gets like warmer, then they'll start going again, and it kind of drives me crazy. But this year I've got my new seed starting rack with, I have heating pads, I have lights, I've got everything I need. And I'm hoping that the lights are going to help, because usually I grow them in the front window, and that is harder to control the light. But it's going to work out. Anyway, this is the one I picked. This is one of them. This is pansy. It just says Pansy Mammoth Viva la Violet. Viva la Violet. Okay. It's purple with like a white center. And it's beautiful. And I love it. And I did get a couple other pansies. I have some black pansy seeds left, and I also have some that came back last year, so I think they might have self-seeded again. We'll see. But I got white, I'm trying to do a lot more white in the garden this year also. So I got white pansies, little ones, very cute. And then I got claret, giant pansy with a black center. And claret is like, it's like a dark, dark burgundy, like right before it turns to purple. So it's perfect. Next up, I did order a couple of things for my rainbow garden. If you guys have been with me a little while, I've been struggling to make a rainbow garden area on just one section of my garden. Last year, I had the most success with the red section probably because I grew Black Prince snapdragons, and they are red. They have dark foliage. They're gorgeous, and I love them. I will be growing more of those this year. But this year, I wanted to try harder with my orange section. And I think that the other sections are kind of going to take care of themselves. I've got plenty of purple, plenty of blue, and the yellow section is already pretty full. So I got some orange stuff. First up is African marigold. These are kind of like your typical marigold, only they're bigger. So, hello. They're like a little bit bigger. So I know they're really cheap when you buy them from the store, but they're also really easy to grow from seed. So I'm just going to grow a bunch of them and hopefully fill in that space. And then the other orange that I got is geum. And I've never grown geum before. I'm excited to grow this one because whenever I see it in people's videos, I like it. I think it's really pretty. So this is like an orangey red. I'm excited. And it's supposed to be a perennial. Like I said, I've never grown geum before, so this will be a new one for me. And it's a little bit taller, 24 inches, but that's okay. That's not too tall. What I'm talking about is like these guys like cleome and other things that are growing, delphinium and larkspur, they're growing so tall and then they just fall over. Anyway. And the last thing that I got is for my wildflower patch that I have that I started last year. I grew a lot of like cosmos, zinnias, and things like that that would kind of self-seed for this year. And what we did at the end of the season was I chopped it and just left it, dropped it right there. So all of the birds can, you know, eat on it and stuff over the winter. And then whatever's left will become new plants. But I wanted to add more seeds, of course. So I got this. I normally don't buy these mixes, but I thought this one looked good. I like it. White wildflowers. There's like daisies and cosmos. I'm not sure what that is right there. I hope it's not a Queen Anne's lace because I already have a lot of that and it's kind of invasive. But that's okay. Anyway, I am excited about this. Like I said, I want to grow a lot more white this year. I'm going to try to narrow down my palette this year to just white, red, black. And when we say red, we mean dark, dark red. And purple, of course. So that is all of the ones that I got from OutsidePride. I do have a bunch that I saved, obviously. And I am in the process of making a video right now with my first seed starting of the season. I'm going to be starting some lobelia, and I will talk about that in the other video. So stay tuned for that. But I also have like pansy seeds and... you know what I forgot to order? I really wanted to grow a bunch of Dusty Miller this year, and I was going to order that from seed. So I don't know. I don't think it's too late. I'll probably do that with my next seed order. Yeah. But that's it for now. Thank you guys for joining me for this super quick seed haul. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. Let me know if you've ordered anything yet and where from. Recommend in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.